think I'm taking over now. Absolutely nothing there. So I will improvise slightly until they appear. The thing I was going to ask you all if I had a chance, and following on from what was said this morning, what one extra thing could you do? And I'm thinking I'm going to add a time scale to it. In 10 years' time, a bit difficult for you, Paul, in your current job, because I know it's not going to last that long. What would be the change? What would you have done in your role that would make a difference to wildlife in this area?
I think it's about getting the sector to think much bigger and much longer term. I think we've been too scared to ask for large amounts of money to make big differences. And I think we also should be looking at having that strategic vision because, for example, the Skern, it's taken it 200 years to get into the mess it is, and we're trying to fix it in 5. I think if we gave ourselves enough number of decades to do it properly, then we start making huge differences. So it would be time frame.
Excellent. Zoe, we're going to ignore what it says on that screen. I'll ask this round of questions, then we have a video.
Yeah, Jim's being prompted to get the video to play. I think Northumberland are already doing lots of good stuff by working in partnership, but I think we need to do more. The problems that we see in the environment, we all need to work together for. We are already doing that, but we need to continue to do that, and we need to work at a catchment scale, and it's been really heartening to kind of see that talked about today. I mean, we've just kind of seen what we've been doing on the Skern, but it is that integrated catchment approach. That's what I want to see happening everywhere over the next few years, and that will really help, I think.
Excellent, thank you. David?
A couple of things. On biodiversity net gain, as I showed on one of the slides about that transparency and being able to show that we are meeting that requirements, I think the biggest issue with both items is resources for local authorities. When the Environment Act came into being, the government said that they would lessen the burden on local authorities. Well, I think we got 24,000 in the first year, and then the next figure went down to 15,000. Bear in mind, we've just managed to secure an ecologist, and we're the only authority in the Tees Valley that currently will have an ecologist, and we need that ecologist post to monitor the biodiversity net gain plans, monitor the nutrient calculators to show that they are consistent and appropriate, and monitor the ongoing effect. That post costs me something like 50,000. So the government are not supplying the burden that they said they would. They've introduced, we've got nutrient neutrality, we've got biodiversity net gain, we've now got local nature recovery strategies coming into place, which I think the Tees Valley Combined Authority, as well as the Tees Nature Partnership, will be managing, but we are an authority that has to be involved in that. So I have to divert resources to not only BNG, nutrient neutrality, but also local nature recovery strategy. So it's about making sure that we have the resources available to meet those needs.
Yeah. One person missing from the panel is our farmer, who they're busy farming. So agriculture is probably the biggest impact across any area in terms of its impact for wildlife. So what we've got is a short video giving that farmer perspective from some interviews which were done earlier this week for the Northumbrian Water Sprints, and then we'll bring that back to the